we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
It's hard to believe with all of his production that Amari Cooper keeps changing teams, but no matter where he goes, he just continues to produce. 3 years in Oakland, traded. 3 years in Dallas, traded again. This time to the Cleveland Browns, and now with the Browns here, he produces a first down, coming off a career-best 8 touchdowns in 2021.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Browns at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take. There he goes, right side. Trotting. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
From the 50, it's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
No time now.
Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 17-0 our score after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Watson off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
To throw again on second down.
Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
In motion right comes Allen. On first down, it's Herbert. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Allen, the man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him up.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Donald Parham
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Slot man moves right. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now third down and 6 to go. In motion right comes Allen. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Chubb running right. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
145 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And after run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is... Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Allen, the man in motion right. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, Take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Running on first down, Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. In motion right comes Allen. On first down, Justin Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
Touchdown!
Austin Eckler
from 21 yards away.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Here's Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 16. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points.
He's got a man complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got some space here. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing, Herbert.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On fourth down, Herbert. And this one is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee here. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
There he goes left side, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script.